New information about sexual assault allegations against prominent Sacramento businessman Ethan Conrad, a millionaire real estate developer. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Marley Ginter. I discovered that just last week, detectives interviewed another woman accusing Conrad of sexual assault. She's the sixth woman to file a civil lawsuit, all of them alleging Conrad did terrible things to them. Tonight, for the first time, we're telling that woman's story.
You know, it feels like a double-edged sword, and that you feel like, oh, I'm not the only one.
Still in the shadows, but ready to shed light.
You know, when it happened, I thought nobody's going to believe me. We were drinking. I'm young. This man is well known in the community.
We'll call her Jane Doe. She's one of 6 women who've come forward to accuse Sacramento real estate titan Ethan Conrad of sexual abuse. Jane says in 2009, she, her then boyfriend, and a friend met for dinner with Conrad at a restaurant. Jane says after an argument with her boyfriend, Conrad offered to take her and her friend back to his place. What happened next became a blur of horror, confusion, and shame that kept her silent for 16 years.
I woke up the next morning and my friend told me as we were leaving what she believed happened, what she had heard happen. And I was in disbelief because I didn't remember anything. And I did check myself, and that's when I did smell the condom smell.
Jane's allegations are familiar. Within the last year, 5 other women have filed lawsuits against Conrad, 3 of them also accusing him of drugging and raping them. 2 years after Jane's alleged attack, one of Conrad's business partners listed in court documents as Jane Smith recalled similar details, a business meeting at a restaurant that she says ended with just the 2 of them at Conrad's house. In court records, she alleges a sudden onset of extreme dizziness, disproportionate to how much champagne she had, waking to widespread bruising across her body and persistent pelvic pain that lasted 2 months. She worried she wouldn't be able to bear children. 11 years later, a single mother says she had a similar experience. She says in court documents that she met Conrad online in 2022. They texted for several months, and then he invited her over. I poured through court documents reading crude, disturbing claims. The single mom says Conrad gave her a shot of tequila that, quote, tasted differently. She says he laughed, saying it was an inexpensive brand from Mexico. She remembers feeling heavy and drowsy with no ability to defend herself. She submitted these text messages to the court, allegedly from Conrad, in the following days. Some of them are too graphic to share, going into detail of what he says he allegedly did to her that night. Followed up with this one, "Aren't you on birth control anyway?"
Hearing their stories and going, I absolutely believe them because that's exactly what happened to me.
I talked with Conrad over the phone. He tells me success has made him a target. He wouldn't go on camera, but sent me an email saying there's been no evidence produced by the opposing counsels or the plaintiffs that I am guilty of any wrongdoing at all, and I have overwhelming proof that I am innocent of all charges. He went on to write, I am very confident that the civil cases will end up being dismissed. He says people are only after his money. What is your response to that?
No one would want to put themselves through this just for a monetary reason. This is not easy to do.
Jane Doe says she never went to police, and there's no medical evidence she was drugged or sexually abused.
I'd never been in touch with Ethan ever again either.
So you never confronted him after that?
No.
Conrad questions why some of the women didn't come forward sooner. In the case with the single mom, she says Conrad texted her threatening a lawsuit if she continued to make accusations against him, and alleged that he made it clear his prominence would be used to punish her. In her case, she did file a police report and says she has medical records confirming a sexual assault.
It seems like he has felt like he's been invincible for a long time.
Jane Doe's case may be the only one with a purported witness, her friend, who she says told her what happened.
I was told he's a Sacramento elite and has a lot of connections. has a lot of money to make things that are not putting him in a good light go away.
Jane says there's an odd comfort knowing she's not alone, giving her confidence others will believe her now. But she says she feels guilty she didn't come forward sooner.
Even though I'm here now and people say, oh, you're so strong, I don't feel strong. There was women who came before me. That's the only reason why I'm coming now, because I would have kept that to myself.
Now, for some clarity on the timeline in all this, there are 6 civil lawsuits filed by different women. Jane Doe's allegations date back to 2009, and the most recent allegations stem from alleged incidents in 2024.
So all those cases are in civil court, as you pointed out, but what about any discovery regards to any criminal charges?
No, so I pressed really hard on that one. I checked with the Sacramento District Attorney's Office, confirming they have received reports from sheriff's detectives about Ethan Conrad, but they wouldn't comment any further, citing this is an open case. Again, Ethan Conrad told me over the phone, through text and email, that he is completely innocent of all the allegations. Of course, I am hoping to have an on-camera interview so that we can hear that from him.
We'll see where this goes from here. Marley, thank you.